We've got a showdown in the NFC South. It's the Panthers and the Saints, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the venerable Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Deontay Harris. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, Tim? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for a team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
Parkey with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Panther offense ready to go for their first possession. And at the helm, you see him in his first year in Carolina after 3 with the Jets. It's Sam Darnold.
Many people put stock in a quarterback's record as a starter, and Sam Darnold just 13 and 25 overall with the Jets. So many think that he's not going to be the guy, but there's a lot of talent there, and the Carolina Panthers are expecting it to come out. This could be a classic case of a change of scenery could do him well. Plus the surrounding cast that he's inheriting in Carolina, better than anything he played with in New York. It's a great opportunity for Sam Darnold.
Demario Davis, Saints leading tackle last year, in on the stop that time.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Darnold. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 18, it's a Carolina first down. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. They'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 41-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Off off of play action. Darnold taking a shot here for Marshall. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Terrace Marshall, 42 yards. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. So Sam Darnold, not really known for having the strongest arm in the NFL, but he certainly laid that one out there.
And you'd think on third down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And that throw, pretty impressive, and even 61 yards through the air. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Jameis to throw it. He's going to air one out. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Oh, Thomas unable to reel that one in, but it's going to be 2nd down. Back to throw, Darnold. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
And you can't say enough about our man making the interception right there, Brandon. It's his 12th year in the league, and you told me before the game that he still got it, and he does. What a play that was to come away with the football.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. That one on the guard, Cesar Ruiz. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
And now the throw here is incomplete. And with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Darnold. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Oh, he sheds himself free. Oh, good move. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Well, Christian McCaffrey is as tough to bring down as they come at the running back position, and he proved it right there.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact, and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
Oh, able to avoid him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
He's relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Darnold from the red zone now. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. Open man is Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. Sam Darnold finding Robbie Anderson for the touchdown. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, they had to feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
On the return, Deontay Harris. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Well, here come the New Orleans Saints. They rebounded in fine fashion from a Week 2 loss with a nice win over the New England Patriots in Week 3. Certainly a different look to this one from years past. For the first time since 2005, it wasn't Drew Brees versus Tom Brady. In 2021, it was Jameis Winston versus Mac Jones. And Winston and his teammates, Charles, got enough done to secure the victory.
And I love the way you express that. Got enough done.
And Winston lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. There's a fine recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now 21-7. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. A look at Jameis Winston now as he gears up to lead this offense again. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown one interception. He wants to balance that off with at least one touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Winston. That's caught by Marquez Callaway. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Winston now to throw on 1st down. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll throw again. Winston. That is caught by Callaway. And down inside the 15 he goes. From the red zone now, Winston. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it from a pick. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. After the interception, here's Darnold. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
He's going to look deep down the field. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and trying not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
The kick by Parkey is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Sheds off the tackle. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds. No, I'm not mad at you for skipping halftime, but can I just have a sip of water real quick? Please, thank you. All right, let's go. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Well, this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
And think about this strong safety position. You know, they're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time, great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down.
So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the third.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. Looking long for Thomas.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. First down, Winston. And Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 13. Runs through the contact. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at it, teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run.
And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Saints 10. Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Here's Harris to return it.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10
at their own 18. Trying to shake off the interception. Look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, hey, partner, in Week 3 of the NFL, special teams was a big storyline. How about Justin Tucker? NFL record 66-yarder as time expired. The Ravens beat the Lions. And then the Lions' former kicker, Matt Prater, now with the Cardinals, he tried a 68-yarder at the end of the first half. It came up short. And how about Jamal Agnew? A 109-yard return on the field goal miss. That tied an NFL record.
Yeah, tied a record set previously by Cordero Patterson and Antonio Cromartie. And let's face it, it can't be broken, right? You can't go any farther than...
And for the 4th time tonight,
Let's get activated. Let's get activated. Let's get activated. QB in the pocket, let it go. Them bullets penetrate. When you in that field, it get real. Just stay dedicated. Go. Put me in the game, I know what to do. Show me something. That's another sack, cause I be running through it. I set up the play, I'ma make a move. Audible. It's gonna be a blitz if I run into you. Go. When the kick off the ball, run it back home. Hail Mary, pray the feds don't intercept the pass. Familiar with the struggle, look, I'm coming up from scratch. Nothing huddle with my pain, then I turned it to some grass. Celebrate. Nothing motivate me more than when I hear the crowd roar. Check my name in the stands, I got drums, I got bands. Same ones that was hating, buying tickets, now they fans. Call a blitz, they don't see you, they gon' tackle your little man. Get 'em. Let's get activated, let's get activated. Go. Let's get activated, let's get activated. Go. Creepy in the pocket, let it go, them bullets penetrate. When you in that field, it get real, just stay dedicated. Go. Put me in the game, I know what to do. Show me something. That's another sack, cause I be running through it. I set up the play, I'ma make a move. Audible. It's gonna be a blitz if I run into you. Go. Pop out, treat this block like an end zone. What? Score, check it. Benji calling money my ringtone. Hundreds. Or blue, put her in the friend zone. She turned on more. Woo. Take one for the team, I do that for my boy. Bread, game, time ticking. I'ma give it all until the last minute. Set up the block just for my man, I bet we win it. Go hard or go home, it's survival of the fittest.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Bengals and Gang Green. Next on Madden NFL 22.
Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's got some space here. Escapes the defender. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Joe Mixon. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Burrow going to give this to Mixon, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown! C.J. Uzomah, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays, and it ends with a Bengals score. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Here's Carter now on the return. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 4.
14-yard line.
That's the day. A loss of 2.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And the ball moved up here now to 2nd and 7 following the penalty. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, and this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because, you know, all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him, or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. To throw is Wilson. And the grab by Croft. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it 2nd down and 12. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 36 yards on the play. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Here's the ex-Florida Gator, Lamichael Pirine. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Coleman. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now Wilson. Flushed out right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. The end result, 21 yards. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
After the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now it's Burrow. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
That's to Davis. He's got it. Touchdown, New York. Corey Davis there to make the grab. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Marcus May with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 13. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now here's a throw that's complete, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Burrow looking to pass. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off near the 42. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31, 30. Past the 20. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Bengals have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Tevin Coleman and the rest of the offense making their way back out. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
They'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Wilson. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Wilson uncorks one for Davis. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Von Bell. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Here's Carter now on the return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Wilson to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Cole. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Play action. Now Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Jordan Evans leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 35.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Let's go. And they'll get this down to the 10. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now a give right side, Coleman. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
2nd down and goal. Wilson. Touchdown, Jets. That's caught. Tyler Croft. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Brandon Wilson to return it. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big pickup of 38.
So when's the best time to take the big shots downfield? When you think a defense least expects it, and I think the first play of the 3rd quarter qualifies. They came right out firing. That's how you send a message to start the second half of a game.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And how about the rapport that these two had last year as rookies? Exactly what the Bengals had in mind when they made Joe Burrow the 1st-round pick and T. Higgins the 2nd.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call. Definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. And this is going to be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A Jet 1st down, 18 big yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
55, Mike, 55. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
From the shotgun, Wilson. This one caught by Crowder. And some room to run now. Shifts by him, and he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7.
Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun, and he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come.
Touchdown! It's complete. Corey Davis, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are going to take the lead. Obviously a huge touchdown for their team, but a big touchdown for a rookie quarterback here to be able to break the tie in the 4th quarter.
And he just shook off all the pressure, too, because when you think about it, tie ball game, rookie quarterback, most of them are thinking, don't make a mistake. Instead, this young man just said, I'll make a play.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first. And Burrow going to throw again. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He's going to try and go deep again. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Airing one out for Crowder. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Throw left side complete. That's Griffin. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. This is caught inside the 15. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Wilson wants to throw it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Wilson to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. That was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last